Hello to my cancers. All right, cancers. Cancer. Happy holidays to you all, cancers. Hopefully you all are having a great weekend, or at least a peaceful one, in your hermit crab shell. Cancers. This video is for the 9th through the 16th of December. We're in the first quarter moon. First quarter moon is all about taking action. We started out in this cycle and a new moon in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, and I have to keep reiterating this because this is the last month in the calendar year. Jupiter is the planet of expansion, good luck, good fortune. The planet is retrograde, so that means you want to really slow down, put together your gratitude list. You want to be laser focused on expanding that list. You do not want to be distracted. You want to finish out this year strong, right? This first quarter moon kicked off, and a moon in Pisces. Pisces is a dreamer sign. There's a lot of sacrifices that were made for you all from your ancestors to get to where you are today. You do not want to lose focus. You don't want to lose focus. So you really want to just boots to the ground, start focusing on who believed in your dreams when you were younger. You want to really get to it. All that other distractions and stuff going on around you. Now that Mars, which is the Tower card, is currently retrograde, you're divinely protected. Upheavals going on around you. A lot of stuff going on. Holidays. People don't know where to put their energy. Make sure you know where to put yours. Let's get into it. Let's get right into it. I'll help you with the number 9. I'm going to give you some information about the number 9. 9 is the last single digit between 1 through 8. So I'll help you with the number 9. Help continue to put things in perspective. You want to pay close attention to your dreams, your downloads, because you have a lot of messages coming through. Daydreams, night dreams, your feelings. You're the I feel sign, Cancer. So you want to make sure you document, journal. I'll give you some questions for the moon in Aries in case you want to jot those questions down. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Welcome back. If you're participating in the giveaway, we do have free reading giveaways during the season, Sagittarius 2024 season to the end of Sagittarius season. So you're going to have to watch this video and comment under this video, and then comment under Sagittarius video, and just follow the instructions there. So that's it. All right, let's get into it. Let's see what's in your cards. Overarching theme for this week for you all, as we're getting ready to kind of sort of spring forward into this week, is really just to kind of sort of burn those old world beliefs of easily getting distracted by your feelings. Water is reflective. So if you got people who are trying to project their toxic feelings into your emotions, into your water, protect your water. It's like covering up your glass of water, protecting your water, protecting your portal, right? Here we have the Hierophant card, right? So there's some energies who feel like they have the keys to your emotions, right? And they are bullying energies, and they are ruthless. Free yourselves, right? Free yourselves. Here we also have the 3 of Wands. That's right. You hold the key to your emotions, no matter how bullying they are. Source is saying something about you is going to no longer be motivated to talk to these energies. Shut it down. There's an organization that throws you out of alignment. So you've already bought into some kind of a fairy tale that ended up being a nightmare for you. So if you don't know what it is, pray about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we have, yep. Then we have the 4 of Wands here. Pray and meditate so you can gain some clarity. There is an organization that's just wired. They're just motivated just by being ruthless when it comes to people. And you've already bought into some kind of a fairy tale about it, right? So instead of them energy, their default is to prey on people, not pray for people. And you're no longer motivated by that anymore. So, if the key is, if people don't buy into this fairy tale and we're just going to bully, gang stalk, bully, you know, expose something that we're familiar with about energies, and we're going to keep going and chipping away until it just, somebody cracks, or we're going to, you know, reach out until somebody, you know, put familiar energies around energies and scare or bully or whatever the case may be. Source is saying you're no longer motivated by that. That doesn't motivate you. It doesn't inspire you anymore. There's a sea of opportunities, you know, out here. So there could be tons of opportunities. And so there could be either, so when I say energies, everything is energy, people, places, and things, right? So there could be, for some of you all, because it's the holidays, it could be two family members. One you know for certain you want nothing to do with, right? But it could be another one you a little bit maybe riding the fence, because when we talk about Two of Wands, Knight and Three of Wands will bring us down to Two of Wands, right? So there's already two of them, you know for certain, because when we're talking about Three of Wands, two of them you know for certain, absolutely not. Y'all just not on the same frequency, haven't been for many years. It's a done deal. It's a wrap. You're just not wired that way, period. They have very immature, low vibrating spirits. You're not interested in that at all, right? They bought into some kind of a fairy tale. You've already gone down that rabbit hole. It was just a complete nightmare. You're not you know, it's just a total, it would just completely throw you out of balance. It could have been a job you worked on. It could have been an organization you were a part of. It just wasn't a good fit. Whatever it was, you don't have any disparaging comments, just not the same frequency. But it's one situation in particular that for somebody, it could just kind of be you're not really certain, right? So that curiosity for you, excuse me, because when we talk about pentacles, we're talking about the physical existence of things. And that it could cause a spark. We're talking about fire. It could be a spark of an interest there. I would say pray about it and meditate on it before you open up your door to it. Open up a portal to it, if that makes sense, right? Because this is the fifth card in tarot, and five is the midpoint, right? So if you open up your door to something, it could be a disaster. It could take you back to, it could be opening up a door to a nightmare. It could literally be like you stepped down off of your throne, followed back down a rabbit hole to a nightmare. So pray about it. It could throw you back out of balance, right? So pray about it, especially since the Tower card is retrograde. Especially if those other two types of energies have already, especially if at least one of those energies has an impulsive behavior, and they jump to conclusions, and they're arrogant, and they have never apologized to you for their behavior, and they've caused a firestorm of just drama in your life, and this energy that there's a spark of hope or whatever, and they're still somehow connected to that for you is going to be a no. It's going to be just a no. It's just going to be a no. And if it's a maybe, I may have to give somebody an example. I may have, because you have a sea of opportunity. I'm seeing the Knight of Wands, like you're saving yourself, because you're already free of something, right? You're already free of something. You're already free of something. But I'm also seeing the Nine of Wands. But somebody looks like has a drinking problem. Somebody looks like has a drinking problem. It's the holidays, and somebody now, here's a Nine of Pentacles here, has, you know, so now would be a good time to talk about the number 9. Now would be a good time to talk about the number 9. Like I said, it's the holiday season. Some people are struggling. The number 9 is the number of transformation. So that's what it's gotten to. Somebody's transformation. They have transformed into a number 9, right? The dark side of a number 9. So we'll talk about the light side of number 9. So 1, you feel free of something, right? That's the Knight of Wands. So let me give somebody a picture again. The Knight of Wands is like, okay, you freed yourself from being around. You're no longer motivated by being around energies who are ruthless. Energies by any means necessary, who is their way or the highway. Their way or the highway. They are just wired that way. They are familiar spirits who are very dangerous. They only become familiar with something and then they just take it and it just takes off like wildfire. They never apologize for their actions, but they just justify, oh, I heard, somebody said. It doesn't care if it ruins people's lives, nothing. Oh, I heard, somebody says. But then they take it to the next level and they, like I said, obsessively get familiar with other people who are familiar with you to create more chaos and confusion, right? Sources say you've already moved on. The number 3 looks like lips. Your inspiration has changed. You're inspiring a sea of people, right? In a very positive way. You're at a higher frequency. This person right here, you can tell there's an elevation here. So you've already elevated. You've already raised your frequency and you're already free of those energies, right? But then you see these energies right here, right? So this right here, 4, is the earth number. So you've already gotten grounded to the earth. You're already grounding. You're already getting your charge from the earth, right? So the number 9 is the 9 of Pentacles here, right? You're back on your throne, right? You're back on your throne, right? You're already analyzing some things, right? So 9 is the number of transformation. Something needs to end to begin again. So that's 9 can regenerate itself over and over again, and it exhibits a great determination, right? So the number actually symbolizes evolution and an enhancement of psychic abilities and clairvoyance. A number 9 person is warm, outgoing, loving with a dramatic flair, exuding a magnetic personality that allows him or her to get along with pretty much anyone. 9s are compassionate, romantic-filled, and unconditional love, kind, empathetic, patient, tolerant, and wise. 9s are an inspiration, compassionate humanitarians with a great idealism and strong willpower. Your imagination has no bounds. 9s have a powerful personality. 9s are also very sweet-natured, right? And doesn't like seeing anyone in pain, right? Right? So you don't want to see somebody like this. You don't want to see somebody like this because that's what somebody has transformed into, because they've been around energies who have been just ruthless. And you're just like, you would be shocked to see someone that has been around ruthless energies that have bought in, who have gone down this rabbit hole, bought into this thing to be so out of balance. Like, what in the world? Especially if it's not you. That would be a shock to see somebody go from balance to an imbalance because they were so bullheaded and stubborn. Like, what in the world happened to you from the last time I saw you to now? Who in the world have you been around? What happened? Right? 9 also, the number 9, looking at the number 9, hopefully the sun is not, that's the sun in the background, so I don't know if you all can see the number 9, but you can draw a number 9. 9 has a circle at the top representing a big head filled with wisdom or ego, learned from the numbers 1 through 8 that preceded it. The head is created to earth by a line on the right side representing the artistic, creative side of the human experience. The wisdom and leadership of 9 make it very evolved. You are here to help people, often through major transitions, since 9 also represents endings. In order to have the capacity to love deeply without judgment or expectation, you yourself experience hardships and tests. Those who are born to help others experience the pain and loss themselves in order to forgive and have compassion at the deepest level of the human experience. So the challenging side of the number 9 is energies who are resentful of life and can shut down emotionally. So whoever this energy is, because they've gone down this rabbit hole and ended up in a nightmare, they have experienced people who are arrogant, tyrannical, and dishonest. They've experienced liars who are ruthless with them, right? Who refuse to apologize for bullying them, right? That's who they've experienced, right? That's why when I do you all's readings and when I say that you all are really sweethearts, and that's why I tell you all, find out what your moon sign is so you can keep your water flushed out, because there's going to be a lot of energies, Cancers, that are going to come back to you to say, you know what? There are a lot of people who try to mimic your compassion towards them, but they just could not get it. They could not. There's nobody like you. I'm talking to men and women Cancers. Some of you all are going to be shocked when you see some of the people you haven't seen in a while. You just won't. It's like your eyes are going to be just bugged out. Like, just what happened? Like, really, what happened? And you all are an emotional sign, right? But your soul has been feeling something that they have been going through. But some of them have just been really, really stubborn, and you just been like, some of you all have been trying to impart your wisdom and knowledge on them. Some of the videos that you all have been watching, and I always tell people, please do not, if people don't believe in tarot, please do not sit in the videos. You are not trying to force something on people that they don't believe in. Do not do that to people. People that have been all kinds of things. Pamphlets been shoved in people's faces. People have been forced to do this and forced to. If they don't believe in it, do not send any videos to them. Sources saying, for you, some of you all may have shared, something like, maybe even tried, even just not even saying the word tarot. You may have said, oh, have you ever thought about, listening to water sounds at night, just something calming. Some of you all may have said even, maybe you should go to the beach, or maybe you should start drinking more water, or whatever. Somebody that you know or love may have been in such a ruthless environment, it has driven them to drink because they have gone down this rabbit hole of discovery that ended up being a nightmare for them. And it's completely thrown them out of balance. And so where you chose, because you listened to your intuition, and this is where the connection is for the number 9, where you may have chosen to walk away because of just the disappointment. Your intuition, this is your high priestess energy. Your intuition told you, something about this doesn't feel right. That was your high priestess intuition. That's the other side of high priest. You saw something, and some of you all now looking back, this is where the 6 of Cups comes in. Some of you all saw in your childhood, see this person right here? What alcohol and other spirits and substances do to some of your loved ones very early on, how they went from looking, this is the physical evidence of what they go from looking like, they look like one thing, and what it made them look like in another thing. You saw it. So you already saw what it looks like, what made them look like. Of being around ruthless energies, jealous energies. But somebody's about to feel like they have a whole new lease on life. Here's the 7 of Wands. 4 and 7 is 11. 11 is a master number. And so you're about to get off the fence and step into your own light. This is how somebody's going to discover how powerful your high priestess gifts are. Right? Here's a page of cups here. So that's the good news. Somebody had to find out for themselves what you've been trying to tell them for the longest time. How ruthless these energies are. It's to call a person a liar is a pretty intense word, but So maybe your energy was just like you'd rather not deal with certain people. Maybe you had to say something like that. It's like you'd rather not deal with certain energies. Maybe that's the word you used. But now they're seeing for themselves. So you're going to help. I feel like, let's see how you, so something has been fulfilled. Something has been fulfilled. Something has been fulfilled. Yeah, here's the Ten of Swords here. Something has been fulfilled, right? Yeah. So you may feel a little undecided about, and that's where the hesitation at the Two of Wands here. That's where the hesitation is. But they may have to completely, yeah. It has to be like, I don't know, some of you all, remember this is a general reading, so take only what resonates with you, but somebody that you love, their health may take a serious decline because they were so stubborn. They would not cut some people off, and they had to find out the hard way. I hope this is not the case, but I'm only reading the cards here. But they are at some point they're gonna have to make a choice. They're gonna have to make, so something has been fulfilled. Yeah, because it's hurting. It'll hurt you. You know, your prayer life is increasing because these energies are ruthless, and you gotta wonder why. Like what? It's like they're slowly. It's like these energies are just. Well, you know what it's about. For somebody, it's just about money. I mean, I'm just gonna go call a spade a spade. It's about money. That's all. It's just about money. They don't care. They don't care. And we call it for what it is. I'm not gonna be the one that's gonna tiptoe around. I'm just reading the cards, so I'm not tiptoeing around. I'm not the Pink Panther. I'm not tiptoeing around it. So it's about money. So that's it. If somebody is hurting, they're in a ruthless environment. Nobody is praying for them. They're preying on their weakness. Somebody is basically like it's their way or the highway. They're trying to drag you into something because they're jealous of you. So here we have the Queen of Pentacles here. They see you sitting in your vault. They see you, you're down to earth, you're relatable, and they assume that you're sitting in the house, you know, with all of this money, right? They don't know what's going on behind closed doors for you, and it's just driving some energies crazy. It literally is just driving some energies crazy. Here's a full card in reverse. So, yeah. But somebody may have felt like it wasn't the best decision to. Somebody may have felt like it may not have been the best decision to just kind of sort of just not take action sooner. That could be kind of like where you are. Not take some kind of action sooner to help somebody. Here's the Nine of Wands, who really, really just needed some help. So I would just say continue to pray, you know, for, you know, some energies, because this is about money, and that's it. That's all it's about. That's all it's about, money. These energies are just ruthless. They don't care about anything else except money. That's it. And they just wanted people, they thought they were going to some energies that would just pray for them. They thought that they would go to somebody to pray for them, but all they would lie to people who were praying on them. People who are being shady, you know, who just spiritually dehydrating them even worse. And just deteriorating their health. Looking for a payday. That's it. That's it. Pure evil. Tower. Mm-hmm. Yep, there's a full card upright. Mm-hmm. The source is about to you're about to receive some money. You're about to receive some money, and they're about to have a tower moment. They're about to have a tower moment, and they're about to ask why. They're about to ask why now. The same is sort of like a return to sender. Why is everybody demonizing them now when they were first demonizing you? Why is everybody demonizing them when they first started demonizing you? When somebody went to them to ask them for prayer, when they were supposed to be praying for people, and instead of them praying for people, they caused more confusion and chaos and sacrificing people. Causing people just heartache and pain. So you have a lot of opportunities coming across your path to help a lot of people. So, but something has been fulfilled. 2 things have been fulfilled. Let's see. So, something about you just like, you know, kind of having some memories from your childhood of just kind of sort of something is going to, as we get closer and closer to the full moon, Cancer, your memories from your childhood are going to become more and more illuminated about an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius from your childhood. Of somebody who you remember looking one way, but how they actually, something is going to make sense to you now that didn't make sense to you then. They actually went looking for help but ran into like ran into some ruthless people. Something, and I don't know who this is for, but somebody in your family, very attractive. Somebody in your family, because I'm looking at the Six of Cups, and you were younger than they are, but somebody in your family that you may have looked up to, because that's the Six of Cups is like very nostalgic. Somebody that you may have, they could have been somebody that you looked up to, like maybe kind of like a protector or somebody. That you remember them. Something about the way they looked really dehydrated, like they had been in survival mode. But you remember them, you remember when they were very attractive, but they went from very attractive to very unattractive. Like, but there's always something underlying that lets you know that they're just naturally attractive. But you know that the life has just, it's just like that, like a rough life. Y'all know what I'm saying? Like people who are just naturally attractive, but life has just kind of beat them down, kind of like this. Like life has just worn them out. They're just being around people who just feel like they haven't had it hard enough. So like people just want them to just look worse. But you remember them, something about when you saw them, it's like people just want them to drink and just look worse and worse and worse. And so somebody may have felt like, that's where you may have felt like that's a Fool in reverse. It's just like you wish you were going to have been more assertive and said you are not, no. You may have felt like you wish you had just been more assertive and said no, taken more action sooner and just said no. With this master manipulator, because this master manipulator, something about your energy, you picked up on something about this energy. But again, that reminds everybody that we are not each other's saviors, right? And so whereas everybody was judging you at first, now everybody's going to turn around and look at you as like there's nothing they could have done, because then they would have to be blaming themselves because they were all fooled by this same energy too. They were fooled by the same energy. So that would be like them looking in the mirror saying, well, how we were all fooled with these degrees and knowledge and, you know, all of this, how we were fooled too. So it's time for you to open up your doors to the next phase of your life. But the enemy's playing backfired. Somebody's still telling lies about you. You don't care. You have the gift of premonition. So you see, this is why you see things in advance, because somebody learned something from their childhood. Your ex was on an assignment. So somebody apologizes for betraying you. Get focused. Get focused. Get back in your crab shell and get focused. A lot of people were fooled by these organizations, and people just don't see it. They just be running to these organizations, letting their guards down. I'm just looking for, you know, somebody. Yeah, somebody never stopped loving you, but they really needed some help with their demons, and they just weren't getting help with their demons. Instead, they were getting preyed upon. So here we say it's time to expand your brand. Your well of joy is within you. It's time to release the burden. The burden of guilt. I wish I could have done more. We are really not each other's gods. You can lead people to water, but you cannot force people. Like you would just be, you know. So keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. This was only about money. And make no mistake about it. This was about money. That's it. That's it. Not about human life. Just about money. Yeah, some people are that ruthless. Move in silence and move in peace. Everything in moderation. You deserve the best. The spy is now turned on. Yeah. Don't cast your pearls before, people who won't appreciate them. Yeah. Wealth is within your reach. You have the gift of clairvoyance. You see things clearly now. Yeah. You see things clearly now. So it's time to toss some things into a burning bowl. Here's an affirmation for the number 9. When you're dealing with people who are resentful of life, and people who are arrogant and tyrannical and dishonest. Affirmation: I serve others with love and wisdom. I stay true to my heart, leading always with love and for the highest good of all. Here's some questions for when the moon moves into Aries. It'll be moving into Aries Monday morning, and then it'll be in Aries on Tuesday. First question is, are you struggling with low self-worth? Second question is, are you procrastinating, perhaps stuck in a relationship or situation at home or at work that you're not happy with? The third question is, are you repressing your emotions and feelings and consequently feeling resentful? The fourth question is, are you holding yourself back, paralyzed in unconscious fear that stops you from taking the leap into the unknown? And then last but not least is, if you had known that you were fully supported, what would you do? If you had known that you were fully supported, what would you do? 444. I am protected. Trust your journey. Trust the way that your life unfolds. And trust that you are where you need to be at the moment. You weren't looking for a payday, but these energies were. That's all they were looking for was money. Affirmations for work. I have the power to create the work and lifestyle of my dreams. Overwhelm is now abolished and removed from my work today. I calmly focus on one thing at a time. You have to pay people to pray for you. Something is very wrong. So believe in the impossible. Something about your energy is rare. Cancer, come around once in a blue moon. Stay that way. Divine Source, help me know that all of my deepest needs will be met. Let me trust that you have a plan and the right actions will come. You are my source for all. You are the target because people thought, they assumed as a Cancer, you all are the mother. I'm talking to men and women Cancers. You are the target. People thought that because you're in the house, minding your business, tending to your tasks, that money was just coming to you like a magnet, right? But what people didn't realize is that because you inspire so many people, this money is a form of energy that people were inspired to help you. So that could have meant you were getting discounts on things, whatever you may not have been paying for price for things. That's also the energy of money. But these energies, all they saw money was paper and coins. They're a different kind of slow. So affirmations for awareness. I am whole. I am present. I am where I need to be. I am focused. I'm living in the present moment. I'm grateful for this life. I release all mental clutter. Mental blocks are being cleared. Connect with what you're passionate about. Talking to men and women. Connect with what you're passionate about. Somebody was called to do something from their childhood. Something around getting people out of survival mode. Something you saw in your childhood. Making sure people didn't have to go back out in survival mode when they needed help. Somebody is going to reconnect with that. Something you saw in your family. Somebody's aunt, somebody's uncle, somebody's cousin, somebody's family member. You saw that. So your ancestors, somebody's going to remind you of that. Make sure you journal. That is what I have for you. I'll see you in the next video. I think I gave you the questions. But if not, let me give you the questions for the moon in Aries. First question is, are you struggling with low self-worth? Second question is, are you procrastinating, perhaps stuck in a relationship or situation at home or work that you are not happy with? The third question is, are you repressing your emotions and feelings and consequently feeling resentful? Fourth question is, are you holding yourself back, paralyzed in unconscious fear that stops you from taking the leap into the unknown? And then last but not least is, if you had known that you were fully supported, what would you do? If you had known that you were fully supported, what would you do? That's what I have for you. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.